I call Chris Ockenvold.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's my pleasure to speak on the financial review debate and to refer to the report of the Local Government Environment Select Committee on the 2008-2009 financial review of the Ministry of Environment. As the chair of this committee, I must say I'm very pleased with what has been delivered. The committee itself is a hard-working and diligent committee with a high level of commitment to quality outcomes, a little like the example given, of course, by the National-led government. In 2008-2009 financial year, we've seen new government, new priorities, significant changes to the ministry structure and governance systems, and a reduction in baseline funding. The new priorities, Mr. Chairman, included reform of the RMA and developing new policy on the roles and functions of agencies operating in the environmental sector, including establishing an Environmental Protection Authority under the RMA. The amended RMA reduces the time for processing consents and reduces the paperwork required without forfeiting obligation to New Zealand's unique environmental heritage. As part of the commitment to the environment management, an Environmental Protection Agency has been established and will become effective on October the 1st. It has been a pleasure to be involved with the first phase of the RMA reforms, and certainly those reforms do clean up an awful lot of rubbish that was mentioned on the other side of the House, because that's where the rubbish emanated from. And I look forward to the critical phase 2 reforms later this year. There have been 2 call-ins completed, the Te Mihi geothermal and Te Waka wind farm, and 2 new proposals have been called in. The way we handle resources, Mr. Chairman, is very, very important, and the Ministry of the Environment produced some excellent work in preparation for the changes to the Resource Management Act. Indeed, it's possibly worth mentioning that they made an exceptional commitment at a staff level to making those changes and bringing recommendations forward. We couldn't have asked for more assistance than we actually got. It was exemplary. I did note the comments of the Green Party member who's just spoken, and I certainly wouldn't lessen the gravity of those things. The toxic waste clean-ups. Those have occurred. I'm not quite sure that I agreed with the person speaking about the success or otherwise of the Mapua one. We just did have a report yesterday which does indicate that the situation is hopefully not as serious as could have been imagined initially. And that work is being done. The report is out there. It's there for 6 weeks, during which time members of the public, particularly with those with any concerns, are encouraged to make contact with the Ministry of Health, and I will be encouraging them to do so. And indeed, people in Mapua, I was there on Friday, people in Mapua are encouraged to get in touch with me if they think I can be of assistance with their inquiries. Be happy to do so. It has been a long journey for them. It's not over yet, but again, the way the Ministry for the Environment has worked through this has been an exemplary indication of commitment to getting things right, even though they were wrong. And I would congratulate the Ministry on the way it's done that work. The emissions trading scheme has been an important priority during the reporting period. We have seen the Climate Change Response Emissions Trading Amendment Bill implemented. This was drafted to tight timeframes and introduced in September 2009. The Trading Scheme Review Committee reported back to the House on the 31st of August 2009 with recommendations, and the Act was passed on the 25th of November 2009. Features of the amended Act include revised entry dates of the 1st of July 2010 for transport, energy and industrial sectors, and the 1st of January 2015 for agriculture, a transitional phase until the 1st of January 2013 with a 50% obligation and $25 fixed option for the transport, energy and industrial sectors, and incentives for afforestation created by a domestic and international market for carbon credits. Another important step that's been made is the investment of $36 million in a biodiesel grants program, Mr. Chairman. This will promote biodiesel production to kickstart the biofuels industry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.